This one. So thanks for joining. Like yesterday, we were trying to enable, and I had some issue, right? So I will show where actually I did. Let me share my screen. So whenever even you people also come across those things, so as I said, right, I put incorrect condition for alert and which triggered continuously and which caused an issue. So for that, right, like we need to go the wherever the Splunk have been installed. So drive program files. Splunk. Here where again run Splunk. So here we can see dispatch exactly. So whatever the alerts we are creating, right, real time, like this one real time alert, it is a scheduled alert. Whatever I have created, right, that is a scheduled alert. So we can see, and what if we see this one, right, it's not useful, you can directly go ahead and delete. So make sure like this admin concept, right, it won't be given to all the users first thing. And if you have been given as a Splunk admin, right, you should be more careful, like whatever the activities you are doing as a Splunk admin, and if you have the privileges to do, right, it will impact the entire thing. It's not specific to you. And if you have admin privileges, if you are a user, right, I will explain what roles and users and how the connectivity we can define, and like how real time these roles and the users will like work. So after deleting this, we have one option, right, in Splunk. We can go to settings and like server controls. From there, we can restart the Splunk. So it got resolved immediately. And likewise, we can like drill down the issue, and we can find the root cause, and we can fix that. Second part, this Gmail, right? It is not at all allowing us to send a notification. Like I did, like I did, but somehow, like this, I will explain one minute. I'm just checking whether I. Mhm. So the email yesterday we have created, right, this alert. So it is triggered as per our schedule. It is working fine. And what we tried, right, to send this alert in email notification. I will explain like how this email notification will work. So any organization, like we need, whenever we want to send a mail, right, we should get the SMTP port, SMTP and the related port and username and password. So like from Gmail also we can set up, but earlier we used to have app settings from where we can used to disable those app settings, and we used to like make that user as a sender. So there are two things, right? There is one sender, like whoever creating the alert, and multiple receivers, like to whom you want to send this alert. So receivers, you no need to do anything, but the sender part, right? Sender part is very critical. And even I tried, but somehow this Gmail, right? It is not at all allowing me to like create the sender. I tried multiple ways, but it is not working. But it's least bother. Like we no need to worry on that. Whenever you like go to any organization, they will provide their SMTP URL, and port and username and password. So we need to configure there. like yesterday I told, right, like for these actions, right, alert, edit alert. So this is whatever the Splunk query. I am just giving one example, don't stick with this. And it is totally based on the your requirement. Like if you want to send one report, if you want to generate some result and business want to send it an alert, and this is totally depends on our requirement. Like if it is a critical alert, 7172 70, yesterday I told you, right? So that one, and real time events we can check. And this cron, I think you know, right, already we can use this cron job group, cron expression, cron job group. Yeah. So whatever time we want, right? Like now, if I want the alert to be triggered at 7:45 a.m., right? It is. I think it will take yeah, our system timing only. So here you can change, right? 7:45. So you can copy this chronic expression. So it will give, right, any value 7:45. After that it will take, and likewise we can create this cron job group. So based on our requirement, we can use this one, and we can even bookmark this cron job group as well. Ah, here. So expire in 1 hour. I put this alert, and it won't run again, and it will do schedule. So this is an add actions, right? We can make this as a log event, and we can make this as a output to result, like output result to lookup, output result to timely endpoint, and run script. And we our main focus is email, like right. Email I have already given. That's it. But here I can see email. Yeah, this is already email is there, right? And that's why it is coming here. Here, right? This is also one of the main important. Even if you have some groups, right? Email groups, Outlook, some ABC 123 company, right? A company at the rate xyz.com. Like if it is a group and if it contains all email IDs, right? You can give the group name, and Mazi 231 at the Gmail. Like someone asked, right? Business, hey Abdul, like I want this alert to trigger my email box. So you need to edit this alert. You need to come here and you need to provide the email IDs here. And priority normal subject, right? Splunk alert, it will come whatever the name we have given, it will come like that. And here, right, whatever we want to link to alert, link to results, and inline table, allow empty. So attach PDF if you want to PDF, if you want like HTML plain text or only plain text. So all these are default configuration. Our focus is on here itself. So we need to save this. I will do run schedule. I can change. So I have 7:30, right? I will put this as a 7:48. I can save this. Why this is one of the like troubleshooting concept, because I am just giving comma, but I didn't give anything, right? That's why even you can enlarge this whatever you want. So that's why it is validating this one as well, like this. So sometimes it is giving, sometimes it is not, because we are in a free subscription. So 148 I have given, and it will run, but somehow it is not working. So if you want to try, right, there is a process. I will explain, like whenever you go here and manage your account, uh, you need to go for security. and you need to scroll down. Nothing. We need to go here, manage account. You need to click on security. And in security, right, earlier we used to have an option, allow third-party apps. So there is an option if we put that, if we enable that, right, we used to this email, like whatever I am using, like Masjid Muhammad at gmail.com, it's my personal one. But we should not use any personal email IDs. I'm just like a testing purpose edit. So that they are disabled, and now they have given this one. One second. So this is new feature again, but this is also not working, right? What we are doing, I am making this account as a sender of this email. So making, right, this is I am using on behalf of Gmail, right? So that's why it is not allowing me to do like that. So there is a lot of security reasons, now Gmail is applying. That's what I am. But when you're working in any organization, right, the sender email they will provide. So what we need to do, 7:30, right? What we need to do, right? Like 1 second. In the settings, whenever you want to apply this, you need to come to settings. There is a system tab. Below that there is a server settings. In server settings there is a email settings. So this is default, like smtp.gmail.com:587. so this is whenever we want Gmail as our source for sending email. So this is right, smtp.gmail.com:587, which is a default one. And enable TLS. This is a security protocol. For Gmail, this TLS is a preferred one. And see this one, right? This, like Masjid Muhammad, whatever I am giving as a test mail. So this will work as a host. Like it will take that role, and it will take, like we need sender and receiver, right? Like this, whatever the email ID, most of the organization, they will create their own email ID, and they will generate the password. We don't need to worry. Testing purpose, we use Gmail, but even Gmail is itself not preferred one. If you want to allow any domain, right, we can use, but most probably we won't take that one. The footer. So this will give some footer, and this is a default one. We won't change anything. And even this report paper size, report like paper orientation, and everything it will give. And we need to save this. So this email setting, what we are doing here, we are making source, right? We are making source. This source, what we need for like make this source, mail host we need. This is a default one, and organizations will have their own email host, SMTP. It's related to simple mail, some protocol, text protocol, something it will be there, and the Gmail at the rate this port also they will give, and this. So this is the host. We don't need to do all our most of them are default one. So this is the one. And one more thing, if you would like to still try, right, even I did this one, app password. This is a expired one, but I try to generate the pass key. So if you come across this kind of thing, right, Splunk one, this option is not available. I took from some forum, I tried. So what I am doing here, right, in place of giving this password, right, I will generate the password dynamically. So this link I will share, but this one also not available actually, but I tried by directly accessing this. Mm, but this is not working. I will share in the chat. This is reference purpose only, but not only here. Like sometimes I will tell why I am giving here. This is just like this is giving Gmail, but we have here. It will create. It will generate the password. Last. Name, any name. Splunk 123. Like whatever the app name you want to create it. I will tell you why I am showing. This is right. Not only here. Whenever you are using some cloud environment as well. So they will provide this secret key. Secret key is nothing but password. Here, you no need to give your own password. For this application purpose, you can generate this password and you can use in like whenever you want to active as a host. So somehow, as I mentioned, right, Gmail they put very like a lot of security measures they took, and they are not at all allowing to use the Gmail ID as a host. So so this one I am using this password. Usually I can use my password, but I can use this and confirm password as well. So already one is there, but if I want to do like that one, 748 I have put one.
Abdul, what is the use of this one? I didn't get this concept.
I didn't get it. This notification concept, right? You are asking?
Yes, yes. I'm trying to understand. Yeah.
Like, right. That's what I am explaining here. So, this is whenever any organization, after creating alert, you need to send multiple users, right? Jansi?
Yes. Yeah.
So, to send multiple users, we should know the like we should have some what sender and receivers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whatever the activities we are doing, that is for sender.
Okay.
So like I am making whatever I am showing in a Gmail, right? I am taking my email ID, I am making that as a sender to our like alerts.
Okay.
Notification I got. Does anyone join? So you got it, right? That's what I have first given the concept. Even I, like earlier, I confused what actually this is. So we are making this as a host, Jansi, right? Sender. I
Okay.
am like I am the sender, and you people all are like receivers, right? So there is a channel. What is the channel? Isha Technologies, right? That is the channel. For me, I am a host, right? They have provided username, password. For me, on a different. For you, on a different. I just like give the you. For you, no need to bother about the username, password, right? The link if you get and meeting ID and whatever the it is common. Whoever using, they can join immediately. But for me they need to provide, right, the sender. So in organization also, right, like whenever you are working, this is admin concepts, you can say not everyone will get this. If you are getting this part, right, like someone asks you to, hey Jansi, why don't you set up the host, like why don't you put a notification email notifications for alerts, right? Then these things, it is the internal concepts, Jansen.
Okay, okay.
You should understand. You should request this one. Yeah, before sending notification, you can go in settings. There is a server setting, and this is an email setting. So here you request these things. I want a mail host, I want username, and I want a password. So I'm using Gmail, right? It is common for everywhere. That's why smtp@gmail.com:587. This is a global one, Jansi. Even if you need to use this one only. I will give you, and whoever. And this is
So
enable
is the
TLS.
default
TLS is
one?
yeah.
No, is the default one SMTP for any or based on the organization it will change?
Organization, this value will change. In place of Gmail, it will give their organization name. It is
Okay.
not a default one. Okay, I'm getting notification. Okay, you got it right. This is critical thing, not a simple thing to understand.
Yes.
Just to focus on mail server settings. You can go through what we discussed. At first glance, there will be more confusion in this Splunk. So you need to understand this mail setting. Two ways we are doing team. Like one, we are making this host. Like if you see this one, right? You understood it? For making this host, what we need, mail host we need, username we need, password we need. That's it. Other, those are default settings. You are least bother about. You don't want a PDF and you want to change something. All those stuff you can do here, but it is common most of the time. One second.
Okay, out of those three options, which one is for on top of that? Yeah, enable SSL.
Enable TLS is a preferred one. Secured socket layer. This is security, right? If you are working on any of the environment, like
Okay.
this SSL, right? Then you need to install the certs to connectivity.
Okay, okay.
Net. One generic one I am giving. Like general things we are okay, but whenever you are working on an organization, it is an enterprise application. Like for practice purpose, you can play whatever you want, but this is the not related to Splunk. It is like related to any organization. Whenever we are connecting to two applications, right? This is your application and this is third party applications. As you asked, the TLS or SSL, right? So these are the third party applications. So this is your organization. Okay, your organization need to connect with different third parties like LinkedIn or social website or payment gateways or some other thing, right? So can't directly we can't directly connect this like the third parties, right? You can't send all the information to your third party. You need to trust these third parties, right? Like your organization, like you are working on any application and your application contains multiple third parties, like they have involved. So how you will connect, there should be some understanding, right? So this understanding, like they will provide their certs and this organization will provide their certs. So we need to install their certs in our machines, and then only you can establish a connection, and you need to share your certs and they will install if required. And whenever like you are making a call, right, you will send this cert to them. They will authenticate, yeah, this is the authorized user. I can give the respective details to him, and it will send the details. Again it will check, yeah, whether this cert is valid or not. yes, it is valid, then it will accept the results. This is not specific to Splunk. I am just giving, and this is the one. If you are working in a support environment or operational environment, SRE, right? Most of the errors we will give see in this connectivity itself, handshake exception. So if we see this error, right, entire our application will goes down. Like if you are working for credit card, like if you are unable to understand, also fine. Just go through my recording and you can understand. I am giving very low level how real time this SSL TLS will work. You are, as you asked, right? This part, secure socket layer, like TLS also, like they will use most of the TCP layer. And if you don't want to put any, but mail host should include the port Splunk smtp splunk.com. This is one of the example they have given. The username, right? Whatever the username we want as a sender, that one. Password, right? We even we can generate the password based on requirement. But these details you can get from organization. As a testing purpose, we used Gmail, but somehow, as I said, we need to follow. I followed all the steps, but Gmail is not allowing me to make this as a setup. Till here, we just making this post, Jansi, and we like this Splunk defaultly it is giving TLS, right? It will establish the connection, right? Whatever the email IDs you are using, right? It will check whether it is trusted site or not. It is totally related to security one. So whenever you are working on any organization, while sending the data to like one point to another point, so the trust should be there, right? If not, like if you are not putting this TLS or SSL, right, you will be end up with a lot of junk data and your site will goes down, right? Even yesterday only I struggled a lot. You saw, right? I was unable to do nothing. Like even I used your system to explain you. Like it is very bit hard to do, because what is the reason? As I said, I just put 1 minute condition. I forgot to disable that alert, and it got trigger. It eat entire my disk space. Almost 500 MB they have given, 500 MB over, and it locked my last Splunk. Yesterday, I manually spent some time and I deleted all the logs. I shown, right, where actually we can delete. This one also go through this, like the admin concept. So these are the admin. But net, when you are working on admin, if you got admin privileges and if you are like doing this kind of activity, right, make sure you have good commanding over on that. Even dispatch, right? I can't delete everything from here. I need to understand which file I need to delete. If I delete everything, right, there will be some like a supporting document which might impact the entire application. So that we need to make sure. And as time permits, right, I would like to give one example, like what happened a real time. This is real time. 1 second. One of the project, what we saw, right, while we are validating in Splunk itself, I'm just giving a real-time example. So Splunk was throwing 404 errors. I could see, not I, like team who were there. So like we could see lot of 404 errors, and it is eating entire server. What we validated and we see only minimized JavaScript file, only one line JavaScript file, which was causing this error. What we tried, right? We have validated, oh, minified file, right? Why we need this minified file? We can delete. So what happened? Like the change have been created, and I am showing like what what we should be make sure while we are doing this type of activity. So the time some servers whole yeah, we were migrated from WebSphere to JBoss, and the whatever the problematic file there, right? It was there in JBoss, which was causing. So one fine day, the infrastructure team joined that call, and they removed that file successfully, and we have validated in Splunk. We are not seeing the error. Like we didn't see any 404 errors, and we provided a sign of, yeah, this event got stopped, and everyone joined their whatever the work. Later, right, slowly the site going down. So customers were even reporting, right, they were unable to access the site. So entire the site goes down in 2 to 3 hours. Then we were validated. Any changes has happened? No changes for us also. We thought that it's a simple change, only minified file, right? We said no, it's just a minified file. We deleted minified. Later, in console, even we can validate in console, we were seeing again same file errors. So because of that, the site was down. Immediately, all teams joined, only one change was happened. We reverted the change and we added that. No, for reversion, what happened, right? They just deleted that file. They didn't put backup. This is one of the main condition. Not only Splunk, whenever you are working as a admin side, right? Whenever you are get a chance to delete some file, delete even log or something, whatever you are. Like if you don't know what actually that file, right? Just make a dump. You should dump that file in some temporary location. Then you need to remove. So the person who were there in the shift, right, they didn't make the dump. They just deleted. Business asked to revert the change. We didn't have that file itself. Later, what we did, right, we validated that, and we were found in one of the pre-prod environment, and we copied that, and immediately issue got resolved. So what lessons we learned? Like later, there were a lot of exercise have been happened, and what we practice, right? Whenever you are doing any change, even like this is applicable for Splunk as well. Most of this time we will try to install. This is totally third party, right? So we should make sure we should understand what the change is, and we should have the backup mechanism also, rollout, right? And whenever you are deleting some file, if you don't know what actually file that is, even though it is small one, we need to back up it, and we need to apply whatever the changes we want. So I'm just giving these real-time examples to understand how criticality this enable TLS or SSL. So it's not specifically for Splunk. Whenever you are using Datadog or New Relic or whatever you are using, right? These things are very much important. So this is host. Don't be confused. We just worked on host, and see, this have been triggered alert. For this alert, what we are giving, this alert is here we are giving the actions. This email ID, right, is receivers, right? Even I can add abc123 at the rate abctech.com. It will take. See, it will take. It won't give any error. And again, I will give one. So you can save it. It is saved. So that is. It won't take valid email or not. It will take the format. Yeah, whether it we validated in regular expressions, right? How the regular expressions are important. So it will trigger, and here we can check the reports and even view recent. So these many times it have been triggered. So you can explore. Like first time, it will be very confusing and it will be very hard to digest all these things. But these are very much important. Very much important. And whenever you are working on any Splunk, right? you should know what this alert is, and like what this notification is, what the host is, and what the receiver is, how we can like use cron expressions and notifications, all those stuff. Most of the time we will use email notification, and as I said, right, you need to understand what is the host, what is the username, what is the password you need to configure, and you need to set up. So I will try to give few more examples on alerts, and I think we discussed, right, like what alert and what are the types of alerts and how the basic understanding entire thing I have been given. But net, right, whenever you come across to create any alert, just ask whether you are like creating alert as a user. For user, you no need to bother about these settings, right? Like this server system, you no need to bother. You can come here and you can check new alert, and you can give the title, you can give the description, you can give the search query, and this all we already did, right? And like total, right? Why the throttle is important? I told on initial classes, right? Whenever this alert, how we are like most of the time, this alert we will create not only one alert, right? Our organization will have multiple alerts, and it will trigger like per 1 hour, per 1 week, per 1 day, per like 5 minutes, all those stuff. And whenever we see some 400, 500, and errors, all for all that, we will create an alert, right? Whenever you are performing any activity and you are making your system down, and you are like applying some patch, what will happen? Like whoever trying to access this, right, they will get 400, 500. And if we configure alert for this 400, 500, right, it will keep on trigger, and your mail will be bombarded. On fine day, if you like there was a change and they made change in night, and you don't know like what happened, it will trigger multiple times, right, thousands of times, and your mailbox will end up with all junk colors. There are anyway, this is expected. We made the system down, and anyway it will respond 500 error, right? But this we don't know. We are trying to access. During the time. If you know the change rate, you can suppress triggering for whatever well, like minutes, 60 minutes, 1 hour, like 1 day. So this type of requirement, this is also kind of admin role. Like user won't have this type of access. So mostly users won't have. Like if you are a senior and you know, right, or else you are in a support and you are an experienced guy, right? You can suppress it. Like whatever the alert you suppress, right? Like 60 minutes, it won't trigger this alert. I'm just like a testing purpose I have created, right? So I am running every day, right? Like someone asked me to, hey Abdul, like next 1 hour we have changed. Please suppress this alert for next 60 minutes. And I'll suppress this, and there won't be any alert will trigger for that. And once the change, right, they will come and ask. Change have been completed. So then you need to come here and you need to disable this and you need to save. This is also very much important, guys, right? Whatever we discussed today, just go through again and again if you are unable to grab in a first glance, because those are very much important. I spent a lot of time to like formalize this, because if I go directly these things, you don't know the basic, right? You will be end up with nothing. You can creating alert is very easy. I can come here, I can create, and I can do whatever I want. But it is not this one, right? Whenever you are doing this one, you should understand what actually we are doing here, and why we need to create, and what is alert name, what are the actions we have, what is the type, and schedule time if we are giving display name, owner, admin. I will give Monday. We'll discuss more on user management and the roles and reports. Those things I will explain. And these are some of the system admin. The roles, user management totally admin concept, not a direct user. Like if you are working as a developer, or else if you are working as a operational support and you are using this Splunk as a monitoring purpose, right? You won't be given this user role, but I will explain what actually these user roles are. This is kind of admin level concept. So this is not only Splunk. So IAM, right? Identity and access management and user management, and wherever you go, like if you are using Linux environment, if you are using cloud environment, like if you are using Datadog, New Relic, or Splunk, or observability, wherever. So everything user management will be mostly divided into user and roles and users. Like first you need to create the role, then you can apply the conditions, access, apply the access. Once you are able to create the role and you are apply the access, right? So these users, you can give the role, like some restrictions will be there. Just user, DevOps, user, and admin. If you know, it is okay, but these roles are very much important. So like the testing team or development team, they don't want any admin access, right? So there are multiple access we have. I will explain more on next class, but I am just giving what role and what user, and what is the importance of this role, and why we need create this role. If you don't have role, I am giving everything to everyone, right? What will happen? I am not a user. One fine day, I will go and I will test it out my practice purpose, because I have an access, right? Whatever I can do in a production. Then, if in place of this is the critical alert for testing purpose, I will open this and I will delete. But I don't know how to restore that. So it will impact everything, right? It should be very restricted, like, and security is a major role while you are, this is also, this role management also bit admin and secured one. So whenever you are working on a security side or security management, right? This will come in a first place. First, you need to define the role. You need to understand what access per specific user needs. Like you should not give every access to everyone. So you should define the roles here. Like you can create, well, let's say development, like we are developing one feature, and like development team also some access to our resources, and they will request, Abdul, I want this Splunk access. Then I won't give directly, right? Least privileges principle. This is also one of the major important. Whenever you are working as an admin and someone is reaching out to you for taking for requiring the access, you should keep in mind least privilege access, right? LPA something it is there, and you should understand this is a developer, what access he can use. Yeah, I only give read access, I won't give any write access, I won't give any admin access. So you should know, for particular role you can give some only read access, and user test also you will read and limited write access. And admin, like if you want to make me an admin, right? For admin will have any all accesses. So So like someone comes to you and they are asking like admin, hey, I don't want dev or test or like these, I want admin access only. Then you should ask like in an enterprise environment, you should make sure you should have proper approvals for this dev and test and some reading purpose. You don't need that much of proper approval, but someone is requesting the admin access, right? It should be in a proper way. You should get some approval for that. Then only you should give that access. We discussed multiple things today. Go through this recording if you are unable to grab in a first glance. But these are more important things while we are working in a Splunk. So we started some of the security related one and admin related one, and we'll discuss more practice and on Monday. Okay. I'm